Oh, yeah.
You look,
What?
I don't know, you look almost happy.
It's this new Sun employment contract. It's a thing of beauty. See, for the next 2 years, I know exactly where those backstabbing little ingrates are gonna be. Yeah, they're overpaid, but I can fire them anytime I want, and they can't quit. So, yeah, I guess I'm happy, almost.
Gee, and all it took was the opportunity to torture your employees.
I gotta get a thank you gift to Max Holden and my bimbo ex-wife.
You're really enjoying this.
Yeah. Why? What's the matter now?
I feel bad about Kelly.
Kelly?
Yeah.
Why? Oh, okay, fine. Look, we'll get her a gift, too. That make you feel better?
No. Todd, we used her.
Yeah, so? What's your point?
What is it I need to know?
I'm afraid to say it.
Oh, come on. There isn't anything you could possibly do to make me angry, so just tell me. Come on.
That plan to take the Sun from Todd by hiring away his key employees.
How do you know about that?
I accidentally overheard Blair discussing it with Max.
With Max?
He was in on the thing from the very beginning, Ian.
The thing.
Look, I don't know what else to call it, Ian. You should have heard the way they were talking about you, like you were a mouse in a maze that they built or a fish that they caught that they needed to reel in.
Huh. So Max told Manning in order to pull the rug out from under me.
No, Max didn't tell him.
Then who?
I did.
Please, Miss Stonecliffe, you have to tell me. Did I kill my father?
Dorian, where on earth did you get an idea like that?
Because I keep remembering. We're in this room and Papa's lying right there.
He's dead. He's dead, Dorian.
And you say it so accusingly. I remember it clearly. No, not really clearly. But it's a feeling I get, a feeling that's sharp and keen, like I'm being stabbed in the heart.
Dreadful things were said that night. Things that never should have been given voice.
But what happened? Miss Stonecliffe, surely you remember better than I do.
Your mother was frantic, and your father was extremely upset.
And what happened?
You were clinging to your father. You were only so tall. You clung to his legs, and he turned and he fell. He tripped over you when he fell. That's probably what you remember.
No, that can't be all. It just can't be. Because why does this memory keep coming back again and again and again? I just know. I know that something horrible happened in this room that night. Something that's left me with the feeling that I am somehow responsible for my father's death. Or are you saying that it isn't true?
No, Dory. That's not what I'm saying. It was your fault. All of it was your fault. You must know that all the misfortunes that happened in this family happened because of that night. Because you went to your mother and accused her of having caused Melinda's accident.
I was a child. I spoke the words of a child. Now, why would that cause such havoc in this family?
When I was a child, I spake as a child.
Oh, and you want me to put away childish things? Well, I want you to tell me the truth. And I want it now.
For years, I've tried to protect you from the truth of that night. Such a rash act saying what you did. But of course, you were a child. You couldn't possibly have known what you were doing.
I was telling the truth.
I know how desperately you needed to believe that.
It is true.
It isn't, you know. My Sonia was a beautiful, fragile soul. She could never do anyone any harm, least of all one of her daughters. She loved you all so much.
I used to believe that. And then Mel and Cassie started asking questions. They uncovered facts that I can't explain. You're certain that there isn't some deep, dark secret about what happened in this room that night.
There is no secret. It's all so simple. You accused your mother of that awful thing, and then you ran into your father's arms. You were holding on so tightly that he couldn't move freely, and he lost his balance, and he fell. He was hurt. Your mother was distraught. She wouldn't be calmed. You were just a child. I didn't want you to see. I didn't want you part of that. So I got you out of the room as quickly as I could. That must be why you can't remember any of the rest of it. I put you in the study and I locked the door and tried to quiet your mother.
You locked me up for hours.
Perhaps it seemed like hours to you.
No, it was hours! It was hours. And it was horrible. Why did you do that to me, Miss Stonecliffe? What happened in this room that was so dreadful that you had to lock me up for so long?
So I feel sorry for Kelly.
Why? Kelly got exactly what she wanted.
Which was what?
She got to nail Blair for moving in on her and Ian.
That may be what she had in mind when she came to confide in us, but she hadn't thought it through.
Yeah, well, you know, those Kramer women, they don't really think much of anything through.
Look, if Ian finds out that she's the one who kept him from getting the son away from you, he'll be furious with her. And that's hardly what she wanted.
Yeah, well, whatever. I'm just glad that I did find out about it, because that way I could keep my paper. You see, it wouldn't have worked if Kelly had thought anything through.
Todd, this may cost Kelly her relationship with Ian, or, in terms you understand, $6 billion. Plus, I'm sure Blair will never make peace with her now. Can't you conjure up some sympathy for her?
Kelly's a big girl. She'll take care of herself.
You will cheerfully use anyone for anything.
Yeah.
Just to get what you want.
What's more important than what I want? Oh, and I wouldn't just use anybody, you know? I only use the people who I think might use me, which, I guess when you think about it, is pretty much everybody.
I don't know why I keep being surprised by how cynical you really are.
Me either. And you know, your hands are not completely clean in this whole thing. You know, you came up with this counterattack. You took what Kelly gave us, this information, and you ran with it.
Yes, I know, and that's why I feel like a rat now. I don't know why I thought you'd understand or that you'd have any inclination to make amends.
Wait, it was my idea to get Kelly something, a present, something. What? Okay, this is when I say I gotta go to the office.
Hello.
Andrew, oh, I'm glad you're home. I didn't know you'd be back in town yet.
Taya, yeah, I'm back. How's it going?
How's the skiing?
Skiing was great.
Good. Listen. Are you free now? Because I really need to see you.
What do you mean, you told Todd?
Ian, I was furious at Blair. It was just a mean, nasty plan to score points with you, to get closer to you by taking Todd's paper away from him. She was reveling in it. I had to stop her.
Why didn't you come to me?
Because you were gone. And quite frankly, I was angry at you for buying into Blair's game.
And so you decided to cost me something I dearly wanted.
The sun.
Yes, the sun. Which I wanted because I have decided to stay here in Landview. And the reason I have decided to stay here in Landview is because of you.
I know that, but Blair was turning it into something else. And then when Todd told me she was kissing you...
Whoa! I have told you time and time again, my dealings with Blair are strictly business. Look, there was a meeting between Blair, myself, and Charlie Briggs. And all of a sudden, Todd came on board the yacht. So we stuffed Charlie in a cupboard, and we made it look as though Todd had walked in on a romantic liaison.
Well, you sold the kiss pretty well.
But it was utterly meaningless.
Yeah, okay.
And like all of my other dealings with Blair, completely irrelevant for my feelings for you. I don't know why you don't believe this. And to be quite honest, I am tired of trying to convince you.
Please try to understand. Look, you don't know Blair, not like you think you do, not like I do.
What I don't understand is how in the hell you could have done this to me.
Look, I can't tell you how sorry I am. I was angry, I was upset, I wasn't thinking.
Well, that is very clear, isn't it? I cannot believe this. At least my mother knew enough to stay out of Guy's way when it came to business.
Well, that's not really relevant, is it, considering you're not Guy? Or maybe you are. Because this whole deal with the sun, trying to take it right up from under Todd's nose, certainly sounds to me like that's something Sir Guy would have really enjoyed.
Where are you?
At Brody's. Ian, are you all right?
Is Max there?
Yeah, he's here.
Right, I'll be right over.
Well, Ian, what's wrong?
Well, I have just learned who told Todd about our plans.
You did? Who?
Kelly.
Kelly?
That isn't the only thing that we need to discuss. Stay put.
Oh, no. Hi. You look great.
Morning, thanks. Yeah, that's my ski tan, you know. Got windburn factor 15. Let me take your coat.
Oh, well, it's nice to have you home. No broken bones, right?
No, a lot of tragedies on the slope, though, lately, huh?
Yeah, it's good to have you home in one piece.
Yeah, thanks. Go ahead and have a seat. So, what's going on?
I wish I knew.
You want to give me a hint?
Andrew, I'm beginning to feel as if I'm losing myself.
In what way?
Well, I've always been aware of my darker impulses. My edge, my drive, a tendency to do what I have to do to get what I want. But I thought I had it all under control. And I felt, on balance, that I'm a pretty good person.
Yeah, I've been trying to tell you that.
Well, we both may have to rethink our positions. I'm beginning to worry that living with Todd is starting to shift the balance. That I'm becoming more like him. Is that possible? I mean, that a person can be corrupted just by association with someone who's totally morally bankrupt?
Oh, look, I would love to explore this further with you, but I can't.
Why not?
Because I did a lot of thinking while I was away, and Came to the conclusion that I can't counsel you about your relationship with Todd anymore.
Miss Duncliffe, I want to know what happened in this room that you had to lock me up in Papa's study.
I tried to help your father calm your mother, but she was devastated. It had been hours of chaos. Melinda had been horribly injured. You had made your wild accusations, and Dr. Lou was angry at her. More angry than I've ever seen him because he chose to believe you. And that's the one thing your mother couldn't bear, your father's anger, his disapproval, any kind of distance between them.
And what happened?
I tried to calm Sonia, but she was beside herself. We finally realized that it was essential to get her out of the house and away from here.
Away from me? Away from Melinda?
I suggested Dr. Lou take her to the lake for a few days.
But Melinda was in the hospital. Melinda needed Papa.
Melinda was in no danger. It was your mother who needed your father's attention. And you just said it yourself, Dorian. What your mother needed most was some time away from you. You had cut her to her very soul with your accusations and your anger.
But Mama lied to Papa. I was telling the truth.
I stayed here with you and your sister, while Dr. Lou took your mother away for some rest and some peace. On the way back home again, the plane went down, and I've prayed every day since that they both found the peace they needed and deserved.
And that's all.
That's the whole sad story. The truth's an unfortunate thing sometimes. We can't always be sure we want to hear it, can we?
I'm sorry.
I know you are, Dorian.
No, I mean, I'm sorry that all this still doesn't make sense to me.
Ask your questions, then. I'll answer them as best I can.
When Mel and Cassie followed up on the original death certificates, they found that the numbers on file in Kentucky didn't have Mama and Papa's names on them.
How is that possible? They gave me the death certificates when I claimed the bodies in Bracken. I gave the certificates to the undertaker when I came back here. Well, I can't say I looked at them very closely. Surely it's some kind of clerical error. I doubt we can sort it all out now.
But these are the kinds of details that Mel and Cassie have been hounding me about.
I tried to answer all their questions when they were here as best as I can, just as I'm trying to answer yours now. But I can't see how I can explain a clerical error I knew nothing about.
So you don't know anything more?
I can't answer you, Dorian. I simply don't know. Oh, poor dear. You said you drove straight through. Have you had any sleep?
I pulled over, closed my eyes for a while. I don't know if I slept. I'm not sure.
I don't like the idea of those rest stops, especially with the news stories you hear these days. I hate to think of you alone at one of them.
I don't mean to sound accusatory. It's just that Mel and Cassie have been so relentless about all of this. I put it away years ago. I'd come to terms with it. But they just won't let up on me, and I'm just getting so tired of it. I'll do whatever I can to help you satisfy them. I don't know why we should have to. I mean, why should we? Who are they to be demanding answers? They'll find answers. We'll find out whatever it is they need to know. I'm more grateful to you than perhaps my current behavior would indicate. I'm so sorry. That's all right. You must get some rest. Wouldn't you like a nap? Yes. Though I haven't been sleeping very well lately. Well, you try. And I'll make your favorite foods. Mashed potatoes and gravy and some biscuits. And we will talk until we've worked all this out for you. I can't tell you how good that sounds. Well, I've kept the beds made in your room. A sentimental habit. I think you'll be very comfortable there. Well, you go up and change your clothes and lie down, and I'll heat some milk up for you. Thank you. Go on.
See, Tay, it's like this. I got a great life. I got a beautiful son. I've got a job that I love. I got a community that I'm totally devoted to, you know.
I'm jealous.
And I'll deny it if you tell her. But I even have an average or possibly above average relationship with an ex-wife. Now that is a miracle in itself. So what's missing, you ask? Well, what's missing is someone to love, and I'm ready for that. I'm past the anger, the distrust that I felt when the marriage ended. I want to connect with somebody. I want to connect so bad, it's like an actual ache.
I know.
So that's why I can't counsel you anymore, because you're in a marriage that you're committed to, for better or worse. And when you come to me and you ask me about Todd, I always give you the same advice. Pack up and leave, right? Well, I haven't been totally honest with you, because what I really want to say is pack up, leave, and come straight to me. You know, that's not fair. I mean, it's not appropriate, because you're committed to the marriage. I got that. So, I got a name for you. Now, this is Father Art Thomas, and he is the priest at St. Ambrose Catholic Church. It's a little-known fact, but many Episcopalians seek out the Catholic clergy for a second opinion. And he's a wise man. And he'll be dispassionate, which is a lot more than I can say for myself right now. Okay?
So that's it? You're through with me?
Can you believe it was Kelly who ratted us out to Todd? That little dim-witted screw-up? How many times, Max, is she gonna turn my life upside down, huh? How did she know what our plans were?
Why did he ask if I was here?
I don't know.
What if she overheard us plotting and told him about it?
No. Now that would be a very bad thing. For that, I would have to kill her.
That's what he's on about. Tootsie, that's what he's furious about.
Max, I will. I will kill her.
Hey, just keep it calm, okay? This is the hand we've been dealt. These are the cards we're gonna play.
We've got to fold.
No.
All right.
No. We just have to play it smart. Look, first and foremost, Ian is mad at Kelly. He must feel that she's betrayed him.
Well, she did.
Well, you're just going to reinforce that. You've been telling him all along how immature and impulsive she
And
is.
stupid, oh, Max, please don't forget stupid.
Yeah, well, she's proved you right. What she did was immature, impulsive, and stupid. On the other hand, she has been telling Ian that you're bitter, manipulative, and vindictive.
And we have to prove her wrong.
Right. Now, when he shows up, you show nothing but concern and compassion for your poor, misguided, immature cousin, Kelly.
All right. Well, how do we deal with it when he finds out that you're involved?
I haven't worked that out yet.
Look, you better work it out fast, Max. Ian.
Well, it's good to see you both. Together.
Mel, you didn't have to pull over. I can read a map.
Just let me have a look.
But, Mel, this is how people die in snowstorms in cars. They pull over, and the tailpipes get covered up with snow, and then they asphyxiate. Would you please just get back on the road and start driving?
I don't know where we're going or how we're going to get there, where we are. How can I drive?
Well,
Look, here's the exit. Now, we kind of missed that. I mean, did you see a sign? Do you remember seeing a sign?
No, but I can't see anything in this storm. Mel, I think we should just try to find a motel. All right, we're never going to get through this. We'll just pull over and wait until the plows clear the roads in the morning, and then we'll start out again.
No. If we are right and Dorian has gotten to Canton, then we have to get there as fast as we can. We can't leave her alone with old Stoneface a minute longer than we have to.
Mel, we're not going to do any good if we die on the road.
We're not going to do any good pacing the floors of a motel room either.
Comb. He said we could have it. It's perfect. Mama's playing so beautifully tonight. Maybe tomorrow she'll be happy.
Your milk. It'll take the chill out of your bones.
Thank you. You know, this room is exactly the way it was when I went away to school.
Didn't see any reason to change it. This room brings back so many happy memories. Scoot in.
I remember when you brought in that bed, because Melinda was afraid to sleep alone.
Melinda always adored her big sister. And nothing gave Melinda's big sister a good night's sleep, like a cup of warm milk. Everything's gonna be all right, Dorian. You're strong. Not like poor Sonia. She was the loveliest, most delicate soul I've ever known. Drink your milk before it skins over.
Would you tell me some more about my mother?
She was beautiful beyond words. You and your daughter have that same dark Russian beauty. And she was so talented. God doesn't give a gift like that to just anybody. She played like an angel. I am truly blessed to have been a part of her life. Truth is, she was the only person on this earth who ever loved me.
That isn't true. I loved you. We all loved you.
Of course, but not like Sonia. You didn't need me the way she did. You had each other. No. Sonia was as close as I'll ever come to having a child. Nobody ever understood how I felt about her. Nobody ever really understood her. I tried always to protect her, but... Drink the rest of your milk, child, and get some rest. Lord knows you need it.
Ian, I can't imagine how hurt you must feel knowing that Kelly is the one that betrayed you to Todd.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
You know, I'm sure that she didn't mean to do what she did. You know, sometimes Kelly just says things without even thinking, and that's probably what happened. She went to Todd and just said whatever was on her mind, and Todd is the one that took advantage of her. I'm sure her intentions were not to hurt you, though.
What about you, Blair? What were your intentions? More specifically, what exactly was Max's role in all this? Anything I should mention to Maggie next time?
You know, Ian, Max, next to you, is one of the smartest men that I know. And when I came up with the idea to take the son from Todd, well, I just naturally thought of Max because I wanted to fine-tune a little bit of my plan. And he just seemed like the perfect man for the job.
Really? And what was in it for you?
Simple pleasure of helping out an old friend who helped me out on many other occasions, you know.
There you are, Armitage. I'm glad I found you.
What are you doing here, Todd?
Don't be so suspicious. I saw his yacht parked outside. I figured he must be here. You and I have a few things to hash out.
I don't think so.
Come on, after everything that's happened, I figure you owe me at least a few minutes.
Fine.
Great. But not here, okay? Let's go someplace classy. Like you and I can afford to do.
This conversation is not over.
Damn it. Max, we were so close, and then Todd shows up.
Doesn't matter now.
Why?
Because we have to figure out what Todd is up to.
It's not that I'm through with you. It's that we gotta find other topics of conversation besides the marriage to Todd.
If I can't talk to you about Todd...
I'm sorry. I can't be objective anymore. It's painful for me. I know you're in a tough situation. Try to understand I'm in a tough situation, too, because I can't change how I feel about you, and I can't act on those feelings either. And I mean, as long as you're in a marriage,
I get it. No, it's okay.
I wish you wouldn't look so miserable.
I'm sorry. That's how I feel.
I would do anything to change that.
you got a guy who's willing to ask for directions, and there isn't a human being around for miles and miles. I mean, they're all at home sitting by their fireplaces drinking hot chocolate.
Remind me why I like you.
I don't know.
All right. We're not going to make it to Canton tonight.
Thank you.
I know there should be a town at the end of the exit,
Yeah.
I think. And then maybe we'll be lucky enough to find a motel that isn't already full of stranded travelers, smart enough to get in and out of the storm before we did.
Mel, I think it's the best thing to do, all right? I really think that if my mother is at the farm, then Miss Stonecliffe isn't going to hurt her. I mean, she's just going to feed her with more lies.
Yeah. All right. You're right.
I'm right.
You're probably right. I hope you're right.
No. Okay, no. Easy. Don't race it, Mel. Don't race it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't help.
What do you have in your magic coat pocket? Do you have maybe some chains or how about some kitty litter? What about a tow truck?
Oh, I'm empty.
Nothing to worry about, Dorian. You did the right thing, coming to me. You'll never have to worry again.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.